After 3 months of use and going through numerous stuff, finally I've decided to do this, and today we are going to talk the pros and cons about the iPad. So let the review begin. Apart from doing notes and everything, I also frequently use my camera to, like record some sort of pictures. So what's this? This camera actually has got autofocus. This you will find in other cameras, in iPads also. 10.5 also has it. But I literally find this to be better when you zoom in. You can actually go ahead and increase and decrease the exposure the way you want. But the main feature is this portrait mode. Portrait mode also, which is present on a phone and stuff like that. That portrait mode actually has got many other features. So what's this? So I go to contour light. I can use contour light. If I want to use natural light, I can use natural light if you want. I can actually select studio lights or stage light if you want. So in stage light, it will give me an effect like this, which is crazy, right? And then you can take pictures just by looking at it. To share a secret. The secret is that I actually edit everything from my iPad. So all of my videos that you see are edited on an iPad. This is the app I was using for the last 1 year. I used to do some tutorials, then I stopped doing tutorials on Luma Touch. As you see that I am actually bringing all the tracks and everything, and I am editing currently an episode on the mini tripod. Cool feature is that I can go to my Western Digital wireless drive, and I can bring everything from there to the editing program. So I did not purchase any extra accessory. You will see this is like a USB-C to USB, which is provided by Samsung. But if you have any USB-C to USB adapter, this is going to work with your new iPads. What you do is that I take this memory card reader. I don't know whether I'm having anything out here or not, and I pop this inside the USB thing. So once it automatically detects everything that is present on that card, and now even when I have shot movies or anything, as you can see, I have a lot of episodes stored on this one. I can actually take this from the card, from this memory card, and I can directly transfer into my iPad. How cool is that? I already showed you the note-taking experience with this Apple Pencil. Also guys, also letting you one thing know, whenever you turn this iPad off, you'll see a reflection out here. This is a special coating that has been applied only on the newer generation iPads. So whenever you are writing or anything, you can actually feel the edges and stuff like that. But the thing, that is the cool thing, you will feel this to be more grippy, and this actually reacts to your gestures and movements much more faster, much more better compared to the older pencil. And yes, it does has this feature where you can actually use the eraser and erase everything. So I think this pencil is on another level, and it is really good just because of that anti-glare reflective coating which has been applied on the top. This is my one of the biggest complaints on this iPad is this Apple Pencil. Now this Apple Pencil is amazing. It charges wirelessly, but in the packaging Apple did not include extra tips. So these extra tips are not available by Apple anymore. These used to be available on the older Apple Pencil. Now why am I talking about this? Because your tips are going to get corroded with continuous usage, and I use the Apple Pencil a lot more than the keyboard because I literally want to write down my notes rather than typing in. I love handwritten notes, to be very frank, rather than typing in. So I wish Apple could have included 2 or 3 more tips like they used to do on their older Apple Pencil. Is my iPad bent? I do not know. I do not think so, because what's this? Whenever I'm looking like this, I do not see it to be bent at all. So one another cool thing about the new iPad is the connection of different accessories. So as you can see, I'm using this USB-C to HDMI. If you are wondering what is this lamp, this is by Benq. They call it the Screenbar Plus. I'll post a link below. And I bought this cable from a local Best Buy out here, and now I can connect an HDMI to it. So let's see what happens when we connect the HDMI. So once the HDMI is connected, I can get the screen like this for the iPad on 1920 into 1080p. Now I do not know why did the resolution not adjusted. I mean, I wish this was you know, like a full stretched out screen, but just post a comment below if you guys know how to change this, because I literally do not know how to change the aspect ratio. I want it like full out, but that is more or less what you're getting. But I can check out my, you know, like other videos and everything, but I've only got 150 views. What am I doing, you know? Well, if you go to photos and you want to see a photo, you will see the black background turns on, and I can actually see full resolution photos on this. If I go out here, I can actually AirPlay this and see this whole project, which is finally completed. So it will work like that, but if you are using editing softwares, that's where it's not going to work. But this is like more than enough for me. So, but I wish that we used to work with everything. Okay, let's see iBooks, because I use iBooks a lot. Nope, you cannot just use this. No, I wish it was like full screen. At least the books should be full screen. Come on, guys. Sorry guys, I had to shoot with this with the iPhone. Now why? Because what's this? So I have a pair of you know, like Anker Core Liberty Air. I've been using these over the AirPods, and these are my pods, right? So whenever I'm connecting this to you know, like normally it actually connects, right? Now what's this? Whenever I'm plugging in my USB-C to HDMI to see it in the monitor, the sound actually goes off completely. And what it does is that I cannot use this headphones anymore, because it is sending the input to the monitor, and the monitor doesn't have speaker. I do not know whether AirPods are facing the same problem or not. To be very frank, this is the part where I present my honest opinion, and you guys also comment in the section below. Is it a major change to own an iPad Pro? And have I not used my Mac Mini or my Windows computer? I would say no, because these guys still have their own functions. So as you can see, my Mac Mini is connected, 1 terabyte hard drive. I do editing with Final Cut Pro sometimes, and I have got a ton of filming equipments, you know, like I have got a Zhiyun crane which I need to update the software on. I've got DJI Assistant for my drones and stuff like that. An iPad cannot do that. But if you are just using it for simple purposes like checking your mail, you know, like going to CNET, you know, watching some stuff, for basic features this is pretty good. But if you want to do something pro, I mean, most of my stuff actually shot on a Sony a6300 right these days, and then I transfer those footages into my iPad. My iPad is 64. I would recommend you guys to go for 256, just because I do not have a lot of money to invest on an iPad. So I got the 64 gigs, and from there I take all my footages, as you can see right now, into this camera roll. So it now is holding around about 20 gigs of footage. After that, you know, like I take this to LumaFusion, I edit it, and then I hit this button and I select movie, and I store in local storage, or I just airdrop it to some of my friends. I'm also doing a lot of projects, so that's the reason this video was delayed. I was helping my friend Rob from 7 Chevys to build up his channel, so that is the reason it got a little bit delayed. If you like this video, give me a big thumbs up, like, and do hit that subscribe button, probably on the right or the left, and then the small bell which is located at the bottom, hit that for instant notifications. Take care.